cost of acquisition. Okay.
One doubt.
Sir,
In
I
this
shall-
case, it is this question is asked for 3 years. So we have
Pardon?
we have
Question.
depreciation for the 3rd year. It is showing asked.
Straight line method means every year it is same. See, what is straight line method? Straight line method, it is fixed for every year. So what is the depreciation for the 3rd year, isn't it? What is the depreciation for the 3rd year under straight line method for each of the machinery? Here, that is you are confusing. See, the question can be in 2 ways. What is the total depreciation at the end of 3rd year? And what is the depreciation for the 3rd year? See, these 2 things may be a bit confusing. I'll repeat once again. What is the meaning of straight line method? See, take the case of a machinery. The machinery is costing 1 lakh and the residual value is 20,000. And what is the original cost minus residual value? It is 80 lakh. And this 80 lakh useful life, say suppose the useful life is 5 years. In that case, what will be the depreciation per year under straight line method? Every year it is 16,000. Isn't it? 80,000 by 5 is 16,000. Look at another example. 1 lakh is the original cost. Useful life is 10 years and there is no salvage value. How do you calculate the depreciation under straight line method? It is 1 lakh minus 0. That means 1 lakh divided by 10. It means 10,000. That means first year 10,000, second year 10,000, and up to the last 10th year also 10,000. This is what straight line method. But this is
in this case, the 3rd option is I think wrong because salvage value is guaranteed as 25 lakh. And the
guaranteed
value is 25 lakh.
Guaranteed.
At the end
Yes.
of the 10 years, 25 lakh is the guaranteed amount.
Yes.
But what we have calculated is 19.5 lakh that we are supposed not, we should neglect it and we should take it as a 25 lakh.
No. You are wrong. You are wrong. See, what is the formula for straight line method? See, this is the problem. You know something, but you don't know everything. That is very dangerous. See, look at what's the cost. What's the cost? 3rd machinery, what is the cost? Or take any machinery. See, what is the formula for straight line method? Tell me the formula for straight line
minus
method.
S by N. Cost divided cost minus salvage divided by number of years in the life.
Okay.
Right.
Look
First,
at one example.
3rd case, 220 lakhs minus salvage value 25 divided by 10 years. That is a formula what we are getting. But
Yes.
salvage value, once salvage value is fixed as 25 lakh, can it go below to salvage value, sir?
I'm not getting.
Sir, I think George, actually salvage value we are not taking into account at all. So at the end of the 3rd year, this plus 25 lakhs will be the book value. But the salvage value that will be available at the end. Sir, his question is, see, 25 lakhs salvage value is there. How can the depreciation can be less than that? That can be the question. Okay, sir.
No. Yes. See, confusion should not be there. See, the formula is very clear. What's the formula says? You take the original cost, subtract the salvage value, then that amount we call the depreciable base. The concept of depreciation is, see, original cost less salvage value, you can say that is the depreciable base. So, and this amount you have to provide depreciation. So here the depreciable base is 1 lakh, 19 lakh, sorry, 220 lakh minus means 19 lakh. 1 crore 95 lakh. 1 crore 95 lakh. Is what 195 lakh. So 195 lakh is the depreciable base. And this 195 lakh has to be divided into 10 years. So how much you have to appropriate every year? 195 lakh divided by 10. That is 19.5 lakh. There is a confusion.
What is significance of 3rd year here?
Sir, 3rd year, in that case, this can be, the depreciation can be 19.5 into 3. Then that is to be deducted from this 220 lakhs. That will be the outstanding.
Book value. That will be book value. So that's a different thing. See, that's a different thing. Here, what's the question? The
Depreciation is the question. Depreciation is the question. So the 3rd one is the answer.
Yes. See, 3rd year, what is the amount of depreciation the firm is providing during the 3rd year? That's the question. See, if it is what is the total amount of depreciation provided up to third year and the depreciation for third year, these two are different. Okay, look at the second
So
question,
suppose
then it will be more clear. Pardon?
For this question, suppose a year given it as 5 years, then also the third one.
Same answer, same answer.
Yeah,
Not 5 year, 5th year.
Here is just to confuse us.
To confuse you. That's what, no, they have given the other answer also, multiplication with 2. That is also given. So they wanted to confuse you. Look at the second one, book value of each of the machinery at the end of 4th year. Look, here something is different. See, what is the book value? How do you calculate? This also you may get confused. See, the original cost of the first machinery is 120, and we have provided per year depreciation. How much? The third answer is, what is the answer?
15, sir. 15.
Okay. No. Book value provided is 15 lakh. So at the end of the second question is at the end of 4th year. So end of 4th year total, how much depreciation is provided? 15 into 4, 60 lakh. 60 lakh has been already provided. Then this has to be subtracted from what? This has to be subtracted from the original cost. What is the original cost?
120.
120. So 120 minus 60. That means
Equal to 60.
160 lakh, isn't it? So the book value of the first machinery at the end of 4th year under straight line method is 160 lakh. That answer is not there. Straight away you can mark none of the above.
Sir,
120 minus 60, 60, sir. The answer is B.
Answer is
B.
160. Sorry, sir.
60.
120 minus 60.
120 minus 60. Yes.
B.
Right. B, 60 lakh. And now look at the second one. 180 is the cost. Depreciation provided is, what is the depreciation provided for the second machinery per year?
20
lakh, sir. 20 lakh.
So 80 lakh you have to subtract. 80 from 180 means 100 lakh. So B is the answer. And the last one also you can calculate appropriately, isn't it? Look at the third one. What is the accumulated depreciation for each of the machine at the end of second year?
No, sir, 4 year. Please explain again. 4 years.
Pardon?
Book value number, question number 1. Please explain again. I can't got it.
Question number 1.
Yeah,
1
sir,
and 4 year.
Already that two missionary number 1 and 2, sir, has
two cases I have given you know. So the third you can calculate. No, it's a pure arithmetic. See, you calculate per year depreciation, and for 4 year into 4. So that is aggregate depreciation. Then from the book value you subtract that aggregate depreciation. That will be the answer.
Yes, sir. The second one, 142, because now 19.5 is the yearly depreciation. Into 4, it will be 78. Subtract 78 from 220, you will be getting 142. So B is the answer. This is all very straight questions. Dear friends, this is already asked question and it is very simple. First one is very simple. This one also very simple. This type of questions also will be coming. This is already, this is a recollected question. So we will go to the third one.
Third question. What is accumulated depreciation for each of the machinery at the end of second year at 20.64% under written down value method? See, I have explained about the straight line method. Now coming to written down value method. In written down value method, how we calculate the depreciation? In written down value method, the depreciation is calculated on the book value. Remember, in the case of a straight line method, you are taking the depreciable base, and the depreciable base is constant throughout. But coming to the written down value method, here the depreciable base means the book value. Here, another important point to remember, in the written down value method, we are not taking into account the salvage value. See, very important point. Students get confused. In written down value method, you account the salvage value. It should not be. So take the case of first machinery. First machinery's cost is 120 lakhs. And 120 lakhs here, the rate of depreciation is given as 20.64%. So first year depreciation, you calculate on 120 lakh at the rate of 20.64%. That is first year depreciation. Similarly, you can calculate for the second year also. But here, instead of year by calculation, in the case of a written down value method, you can use a very simple formula. The book value is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to n. See, this is a formula which is similar to the one which you have learned in compound interest. In compound interest, the formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R the whole raised to n, 1 plus R the whole raised to n. See here, what is A? The cumulative amount. Cumulative amount means principal plus interest. And P, the principal amount. R, the rate of interest. And N, number of years. The same formula you can apply for computing depreciation under written down value method. But here, what is A? A means the book value. Not the, it's a cumulative amount, but you can say it is the written down value or the book value. Fine. And what is P? The value at the beginning of the year. And what is R? Rate of interest. And here, instead of rate of interest, it should be depreciation rate. And number of years, same, how many years? So here the question is N is 2. You can have N as 2 and R as 20.64. So 20.64 means 20.64 percentage means this divided by 100. So it is 0.2064. Am I correct? And
sir, that formula please, sir, one more.
1 minus R. So A is equal to P into 1 bracket, simple bracket, 1 minus R the whole raised to N, where P is the original cost, R the rate of depreciation, and N the number of years. Here N is 2, R is 20.64. 20.64 means 20.64 by 100, that is 0.2064. So you will get in the case of first machinery, original cost is 120. So 120, 1 minus 0.2064. Tell me the answer, the whole square. If you are well conversant with the formula, you can use this formula. Otherwise, you have to calculate the depreciation year by year.
It should be taken finer, sir, as per the question.
You can round it off. No, here they have given the answers in lakhs, so you can round it off. You can round it off.
N, sir, N value.
N is 2.
N is 2.
37.77 lakhs.
Pardon, first one is
37.77 lakhs.
Book. No. See,
value of first one is
75.576.
75.58, sir.
75.58, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
57 you are getting, you can round it off 75.58. Look at the second machinery. Second machinery is costing 180. So same formula, 180 into 1 minus 0.2064 the whole square. And you subtract here accumulated depreciation. If it is accumulated depreciation, you subtract.
113.26.
So the option is 113.36. If you are getting 2, then I think you can take, but you have to go for the third one also because none of the above is there. So you have to calculate for the third one also. Third one is 220. So 220 into 1 minus 0.2064. See, for 1 minus 0.2064, the whole square already we have with us. So you multiply that with 220, and so that is the book value. If you want the depreciation, you subtract this from 220.
What is the answer, sir? Question one.
Answer is C, sir.
Answer is A coming, sir. 138.56.
138.56. The answer is A. See here, you are more worried about A, B, or C. See, look at how you are reaching at the answer. See, what is the question? The question is, what is the accumulated depreciation? See, there can be two questions on what is the accumulated depreciation or what is the book value or what is the written down value. These two are different. Suppose the cost is 1 lakh and the accumulated depreciation is 30,000. What is the book value? 1 lakh minus 30 means 70,000, isn't it? Now look at the third question. What is the book value?
Sir, in this question, what we are getting is accumulated book value only, no, sir? 138.
Book value. You are getting is accumulated. That's what you remember, right?
So
what
in this
A?
question, it is asked for accumulated depreciation. So we have to minus it
so
from
you have
220.
You have to subtract the answer which you are getting from the original cost.
So
then you
the
get
answer will be C, sir. In this question, the answer will be C. No?
Okay.
Yes, sir, answer is C, sir.
I have not done. You only told me. See, you are getting 75.58 as the value of A. Then you have to subtract this from the original cost. So answer is C. You are right. Answer is C.
Sir,
Is it
here,
clear?
here the question is accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation is the question.
If accumulated depreciation is the question, what is A? See, in the formula, I have given you a formula. A is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to n, where what is A? A is the book value. A is the book value. If you want depreciation, you have to subtract the book value from the original cost. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
And next question, what is the book value? What is the book value of each of the machinery at the end of 5th year under written down value method at 20.64%? So we have already calculated, I think, the previous answer. You were telling the previous answer. That is the book value. But here, no. Here it is 5th year. Sorry. Here it is 5th year, at the end of 5th year. So n takes the value 5. So you have to calculate 1 minus 0.2064 raised to 5. Calculate it. Multiply with each. If you multiply with 120, first answer, like that you will get. Can I go to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, after that, we have to subtract it from the...
No. It's not required. Here it is the book value. Straight away, when you apply the formula, you get the book value. See, here, that's the thing. So you are not understanding the concept. I have given you a formula. What is the formula? A is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to n. You should know what each letter represents. A means it is the book value. It is the book value. P, the original cost. R, rate of depreciation, and n number of years. So accordingly, you have to arrive at the answer. If the question is on book value, then straight away what answer you are getting, that should be the answer. A means it is book value. If the question is on depreciation, then the amount which you are getting, that is book value. That has to be subtracted from the original cost. Then you will get the amount of depreciation. Total
20.64 is depreciation, right? 20.64 is depreciation percentage, right?
20.64 is the depreciation percentage.
So anyway, the value
so 1
will
minus R means 1 minus R. 20.64 means 20.64 by 100. That means 0.2064. So 1 minus 0.2064 is 0.7 something, isn't it?
7936, sir.
Yes, 7936. So,
what we understand is by using this formula at a contracted rate, the formula after depreciation, it gives us the book value at a certain year of time for the certain period of time.
Exactly. So that's what you write the formula. A is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to n, where you write all letters. What is A? A means book value. If you want depreciation, it is original cost minus A. That is depreciation. Total depreciation.
Actually, you have taught us like a year-wise, no, sir. First year, this much is the depreciation. Second year, much.
Yes.
In the last class, you taught us, sir. So
yes, same.
That same only, but
same only. See, there you have to calculate every year. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. It takes minimum 5 minutes. But your time allowed is in 1 minute, you should get the answer. Am I correct? So straight away, the easiest and fastest method is using the formula. But if it is 2 year, even the other method you can use. Means first year you calculate second, but for in the case of 5 years, you have to calculate every year. That it's a time-consuming exercise. Fine. We'll go to the third question.
Sir, what is the answer, sir?
Your answer, going for the answer.
Actually, we get the answer.
Sir, please show the options for last answer.
Option A answer.
No,
Yes,
please
sir.
don't delete.
Sir, I'm not getting, sir. 47.59, I'm getting answer. So that's
No, please
why.
don't delete the question, sir. No.
Okay, just Mohan sir is controlling. I have no control on this because this question is with him.
Again, I have shown it. I think the calculation part only you understood the concept. That's why next question we can discuss. The concept, if it is clear, then we can go to the next question.
What's the next question? Can I go? Proceed.
Sir,
Pardon?
sir, could you please repeat the formula once more for book value?
Book value, it is P into 1 minus R, the whole raised to n. See, I have told you, do you know the compound interest formula?
Sir, in that we are using 1 plus.
Why you are using 1 plus? Tell me why you are using 1 plus. In compound interest, what is happening? See, this is the important point you should understand.
It is appreciating.
Yes, in compound interest, every year the interest is added. So we use the plus sign. Here it is depreciation. In depreciation, every year the amount is subtracted. So use minus. Very simple thing.
Okay,
I don't know
thank you,
why
sir.
it is so much confusing.
Sir, in straight line method also, by subtracting the salvage value from the original cost and divided by that formula, we are getting the book value only, right?
Book value only. Every year you are getting the depreciation. See the formula under straight line method, what is the depreciation? So the formula is the amount of depreciation is equal to depreciable base by useful number of years, or original cost minus salvage value by useful number of years. This gives you what? Per year depreciation, year-wise depreciation. If you want the book value at the end of third year, you calculate the 3-year depreciation, subtract it from the original cost. See the basic things you write somewhere. How do you calculate depreciation? Under straight line method, depreciation per year, the formula is original cost minus salvage value by useful number of years. This gives you per year depreciation. If you want a 5-year depreciation, this you multiply with 5. If you want 3-year depreciation, aggregate depreciation, you multiply per year depreciation into 3. If you want the book value at the end of some year, second year, third year, fourth year, what is the total amount of depreciation you have provided? You calculate, you deduct it from the original cost. That is the book value.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now, sir, next question. This is the one.
Yes, sir. This is the one, straight line.
Straight line, this we already discussed, no?
This is the last question.
Okay, what is the what is the difference in the book value of the machine 3 at the end of 9th year under straight line method and written down value method at 20.64%? A little bit confusing to you. See, you have to calculate the book value of the machinery at the end of third year, at the end, book machinery 3 at the end of 9th year. So under written down value method, you can calculate it is 1 minus 0.2064 is 0.7936 raised to at the end of 9th year, means raised to 9. Take the factor, you multiply with third machinery. Third machinery is original cost is 220 into 220. How much you are getting? Don't look at salvage value. In the case of straight line method. Sorry. Here it is straight line method. Sorry, I'm sorry. Difference between straight line and salvage written down. So straight line method, already we have calculated year-wise depreciation. You need not calculate again. Already per year depreciation, the first question it is there, isn't it? First or second question, per year depreciation we have calculated. Or you calculate 220 minus 25, 195. 195, the useful life for the third machine is 10 years. So 19.5 lakh is per year depreciation. So what is the book value? What is the book value at the end of 9th year? Total depreciation for 9 years, 19.5 into 9. Or simple, it is 19.5 plus the 25 lakh. 44.5 lakh.
Sir,
Am I correct?
7.03, sir.
How much?
7.03. Answer.
17.3. No, the final answer. We have not reached the final answer. You have to calculate the book value under straight line method. How much is the book value under straight line method?
44.5.
50. Fine. Now go for sum of the years digit method. Then you should know what is the formula for sum of the years digit method. What is the formula for sum of the years digit method? Can anyone tell me? What is the formula for sum of the years digit method?
Sum of years method is not
No, I not explain because I thought that is not for you. Here the formula you have studied in JAIIB last year you might have studied. Here the formula is, see, if a machinery's useful life is 5. Look, if the useful life of a machinery is 5 years, then sum of the years means 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. How much it is? 15. So here the useful life is 10. And what is the sum of the years? Sum of the years, you have to add 1 to 10. So it takes 1 minute. Can anyone tell me in 1 second? Sum of the years.
55.
You can use the formula n into n plus 1 by 2. So if you want the sum up to 10, it is 10 into 11 by 2. Means 110 by 2, that is 55. So in 1 second, you get the sum of the years, sum of the digit as 55. Now here, we want the book value at the end of 9th year under sum of the years, sorry, under sum of the years. No, here it is written down value, no, not sum of the years. Sorry, written down value. So written down value you calculate, the formula. I have given you the formula. Put n as 9.
21.47.
220 into 0.7936 raised to 9. That will be the
27.46.
That what is the book value you are getting? Answer?
27.468.
How much? 30?
27.468, sir. 27.47 we can take, right?
27.47 you can take. Now you subtract.
None of the above.
Is it?
17.03 is getting, sir.
17.03. So answer is 17.03. So the book value under written down value method is more than 17.03.
Book value under.
Sir, wait, how did you get 17.03?
Sir, in written down, what is the answer, sir?
See, the difference, see, I'm not able to explain in the board because of the technological failure. It's an operational risk. You have studied, no? See, what's the question? What is the difference in the book value of the machinery at the end of 9th year under straight line method and written down value method? This is the question. Then what you have to do? You have to calculate the book value under straight line method at the end of 9th year. Similarly, the book value under written down value method at the end of 9th year. Fine. So here, straight line method, you calculate per year depreciation, you multiply into 9, you will get the total depreciation, and you minus it, you will get the book value. Fine. Or you can, instead of calculating, you can straight away go for that, because we have calculated per year depreciation under straight line is 19.5 lakh. So at the end of 9th year means 1 year is left. So that 1 year, what will be the depreciation? 19.5 lakh. And to get the book value, you have to add the salvage value or the scrap value, because the scrap value will be realized only at the time of selling the machinery. So till such time, the salvage value should be available in the book value. So 19.5 plus 25. Either you can take it that way without calculation, or you 19.5 is the 1 year depreciation. You multiply with 9, it takes another 1 minute. So 19.5 into 9, that is the total depreciation. You subtract this from 220. In any case, you get the book value as 44.5 lakh under straight line method. Now you calculate the book value under written down method. For that, use the formula A is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to, and you got the answer as 27.47, the book value. You subtract. 44.5 is the book value under straight line, and 27.47 is the book value under written down. And what is the difference? It 17.0. So what is the answer? What is the answer? The book value under written down value method is more than that.
Sir, actually none of these, no, sir.
None of these.
Value of SLM is more.
SLM value, how much, sir?
Written down.
Sir, how to get it?
1 minute. Under straight line method, 44 lakh, and under written down value method, it is 27.47. Therefore, straight line method, it is more. The book value under written down value is more. So answer is none of them.
Sir, SLM value, want to explain, please?
Yes, sir.
I'm not getting 27, sir.
SLM value.
You're not getting 17.03. How much mark you got in your standard and arithmetic? Very sorry to ask you. See, here we have to calculate the difference between the book value of the machinery 3 at the end of 9th year. So how you go about? You calculate the book value both under straight line method and under written down value. How do you calculate? We have calculated in the case of third machinery, per year depreciation is 19.5 lakh. Am I correct? I am asking to you, you have raised the doubt. See, per year depreciation in the case of the third machinery is 19.5 lakh. Is it clear? Please answer.
Yes, sir.
19.5 lakh. So the per year depreciation under straight line method is 19.5 lakh. So what will be the total depreciation for 9 years? 19. No, tell me. I don't want the final answer. 19.5 into 3. 19.5 into 9. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You got an answer. So that is the total depreciation under straight line method for machinery 3 at the end of 9 years. So can you tell me what is the book value at the end of 9th year? How do you get the book value? You got the total amount of depreciation. How do you get the book value? You subtract
original cost
this
minus original cost minus
220 minus this amount, the product which you have got. How much you got?
44.5.
44.5. Fine. Now look at the second one. You have to calculate the book value under written down value method. What formula you have to use? A is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to. What is P? 220. What is R? 0.2064. And what is N? 9. Calculate. So 220 into 0.7936 raised to 9. 0.7936 raised to 9 into 2,20,000. You take 220, you will get in lakhs. How much you are getting?
$27.47, sir.
Is it 27? Is it 37 or 27? How much?
27, sir.
27, no? I have not done it. Yes,
27.47, sir.
27.47. Yes, 27.47. That is the book value. Because in the case of using, if you use the formula A is equal to P into 1 minus R the whole raised to n, the answer you are getting is the book value. Straight away you are getting book value. Whereas in straight line method, you have to subtract it. There's a difference in formula UL. So this straight away, what is the difference then between these two? So 44.5 is the book value under straight line method, and 27.47 is the book value under written down time. So which answer is correct? The straight line method book value is more by 17.13. Here the written down value method is more than straight line method. That is wrong. So the answer is none of the above.
Sir, sir, my initial doubt is still persisting. Can a book value become 0 when scrap value is already fixed in SLM method?
No, it cannot be 0.
So the maximum it can be lowered up to the value of salvage. Am I right?
Right.
In the first question, that has been reduced after the 10th year. It has been reduced as 19.5. But salvage value is we have fixed as 25 lakh.
Who told you it is reduced 19.5? It is 44.5 in the 9th year.
No, not regarding this one, but initial first one. That concept since then.
The first question, its useful life is 6 years, not 10 years.
Sir, no.
The value then got was the depreciation value, not the final.
Tell me what's your doubt?
Not the depreciated value.
The
That's the depreciation
19.5
value.
is the depreciation value. Yes.
That 19.5 is the written down value. That is not the book value.
See, you forget about this lakhs. Put a simple question. The cost is 100 rupees. Fine. Original cost is 100 rupees. Its salvage value is 20 rupees. What is the depreciable base? Original cost is 100 rupees.
100 rupees minus salvage 20 divided by number of years must be the every year depreciation.
Yes, its useful life is 10 years. What is per year depreciation? 100 rupees is the cost. 20 rupees is the salvage value. Useful life is 10 years. Can you tell me per year depreciation under straight line method?
80 divided by 10 years.
8 years. 8 years.
Yeah, 0.8.
8 years.
8 rupees, not 80, 8 rupees. See, I am asking you, original cost is 100 rupees. 20 rupees is the scrap value. So the depreciable base is 100 minus 20, 80. Useful life is 10 years. So per year depreciation is 80 by 10, 8 rupees. Fine?
Okay, sir.
And now you tell me what's your doubt.
After 10th year, what will be the book value? After what will be the book value? That was my question.
20 rupees.
20 rupees.
Then what? And then, because this 20 is the scrap value. So when the 10th year is over, the company will dispose it off and get 20 rupees and the book value becomes 0.
Okay, this much it is clear. But in the first question, what we have discussed in that
same thing, same concept. Tell me, tell me the question. First question.
What will be the
first question? See, what? No, the depreciation for the 3rd year under straight line. Third year, what is the depreciation for the 3rd year? Now the question is 120 is the original cost of the first machinery. Its salvage value is 30.
Okay, sir, I understood. Not at the end of the 10th year they have asked, only for a particular year they have asked. Right, okay.
Yes,
clear, right.
Okay. Sir, you have another question? Or can I continue with the theory portion?
Sir, you can continue. Depreciation 5 marks question. It is a recollected question. So this kind of questions can be asked. But here, what I could find is that the questions they are framed and the options are very tricky. So you have to apply the mind very calmly, then definitely all the questions can be answered. Only the concept and read the question very carefully, whether the depreciation or accumulated depreciation they are asking, or the book value they are asking. So that is the thing. You should keep in mind that you must be very calm, very calm and
Sir, please
while
continue,
approaching
sir.
the question. Okay,
Okay.
sir, you
Okay.
can go ahead, sir, please.
Okay. So here,
Sir, James, sir, one doubt, sir. Sir, is the sum of the year formula question will come?
I don't think it is required. Well, sir, you have given me only straight line and written down value. Whether some of the years digit method can be asked.
No, normally it will not be asked, but since it is IABF, you just go through that, that's all. But only straight line method under retail banking, straight line and written down value normally it is being asked.
Some of the years you have studied in your JAB. I'll repeat once again. See, suppose the useful life is 5 years. The sum of the year means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. That means it is 5 into 6, 15. 15 is the sum of the years in the case of useful life 5 years. Now, if you want the depreciation of the first year, the first year depreciation for a machinery whose useful life is 5 years means 5 divided by sum of years. That means 5 by 50. For second year depreciation, it is, pardon?
In case of which
sum of the years digit method. The question is asked on sum of the years digit method. And useful life is 5 years. Then the sum of the years is 15. Because it is, you have to write like this: 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. That gives you 15. Okay. So if you want the first year depreciation, take the proportion 5 by 15 of the depreciable base. If you want the second year depreciation, it is 4 by 15 of the depreciable base. Third year, 3 by 15 of the depreciable base. Fourth year, 4 by 15 of the depreciable base. Sorry, 4, 5, 3, 2 by 15 of the depreciable base. And fifth year, 1 by 15 of the depreciable base. And here again, how do you calculate depreciable base? Under sum of the years digit method also, you have to calculate, you have to find out the original cost and then subtract the salvage value. So remember, in sum of the years and straight line method, salvage value is taken into account for computing depreciation. Whereas in the case of written down value method, the scrap value or salvage value or residual value not taken into account. An important point, the students get a mistake. So that's what they have mixed the written down and straight line method. And they have given the salvage value. You can take the salvage value only for straight line method, sum of the years digit method. In written down value, don't account this book value for computing per year depreciation. That's all. Okay. Now, numericals are there. I'm not able to do it. We will. I think we can have some more time after that. Okay.
Sir, with your screen, it will be good, sir, for understanding.
We will read out the question, sir.
Which one?
No, we will read out the question.
Okay. If that, because without board, you may find it difficult. That's all.
Yes, sir. We can't understand also.
Don't understand, sir.
Yes, sir. That is the issue.
I got the 17.3 depreciation value, but you are telling none of these answers, sir. The concept 44.5 is straight line method, no, sir. We are getting. That is more, no, sir.
44.5 is the book value under straight line method, and 27.47 is the book value under written down value method. What is the options? What are the options? So you tell me which is more. No, book value which is more.
Straight line method is more, sir. Written down value is straight line method is more.
Straight line value is more. So you read out the answers. Whether any one of the answer is matching to this.
Okay. That is the reverse is given, sir.
It is the reverse. Yes, that's what Sir Mohan sir was telling. See, you have to see. This is very important. See, the examiner would like to confuse you. See, yesterday also some candidate were telling they were giving a lot of jugglery of the term because to confuse you. So don't get panic. Be cool and calm and answer. Patiently, you read the question. Wherever there is an arithmetic or computation part is there, you do it at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So,
excuse me, sir.
Sir, shall we keep
While calculating the base number of days for
afternoon,
credit card problem, sir?
We will do credit card because there the numerical part is very less. Fine.
No, sir. I have done, but one slight confusion is there. May you please clear? If we are calculating the number of days, for example, from 11th
Let
August
me
2000.
do one thing, my dear friend. I'll complete this once again, the topic, and then you can come out with your doubt if it is not cleared. Fine. Okay.
No, sir.
See,
Sir, what I mean, I am confused from a night only. My means small question is, if we are calculating the number of days, for example, 11th August 2016 to 30 September 2016, we are including 11th August also and 30 September also.
You tell me the logic. See, you have granted a loan to a customer. He had paid you on 30th August. Will you charge interest on 30th August?
No, sir.
Up to 29th only. That's the thing. You are given on 11th July. You are given the loan on 11th July. And the borrower paid off on 30th August. Whether 11th, see, this logic you apply. You have parted with the fund on 11th July. Am I correct?
Yes,
so
sir.
you are eligible for interest on 11th July. And the borrower paid off on 30th August. Means you got the money on 30th August. Whether the borrower or the customer need to pay interest on 30th August or they have to pay only up to 29th August.
Up to 29th, sir. Up to 29th.
Exactly. Yes, that's the logic you have to apply. This is, as a banker, this is the basic thing. See, when you give the money, the interest will charge. When you get the money back, that day's interest you cannot charge. Okay. So you see, in credit card, some important points. Number one, in the question, they will be given the billing date and the interest-free period. So these are the two things: the billing date and the due date. So now look at, suppose the billing date is 10th. So what is its meaning? The billing date of a credit card is 10th of a month. For example, 10th of January. That means the bank, the particular bank, will consolidate all the purchases you have made during the previous month up to 10th of January. Am I correct? So the previous billing, when it has been done, if it is the 10th January bill, the previous billing they have done on 10th of December. And in 10th of December, all the purchases up to 10th of December has been included. So in the month of January, from which day onwards the purchases will include? 11th of December. So from 11th of December up to 10th of January, what all purchases has been made in this particular credit card will be added and they will bill you. Fine, that is one point. So the billing date is very important. Suppose the billing date is 5th of every month. The question they says the billing date is 5th of every month. What are the purchases will be included? 6th of the previous month up to 5th of the current month. If the billing date is 5th of February, that includes all purchases made from 6th of January to 5th of February. Am I correct?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Now the second is, when is the due date? See, generally, they will give, if the billing date is 10th, they will say that this
30.
has to be, yes, they will give an interest-free period of how many days they will give? They will give normally they will give maximum 49-50 days, but you have to plan it accordingly. So suppose the billing date is 10 and the due date, they will fix the due date. I'll give an example.
30.
Billing date is 10th of July and due date will be 30th of July. Fine. So these are all the two things. See, there is a question. I think, can you take the case study case credit card case study one? A credit card holder having a credit limit of 1 lakh purchased a product for rupees 50,000 on 1st July using the credit card. The billing date is 10th and the maximum interest-free period is 20 days. And the interest rate charged by the bank is 3% per annum. Now you answer the following. There is a question. Am I correct? You have the question with you. At least some of you must have
3% per month, not annum, sir. That interest.
3% per month. 3% per month. Yes. The interest charged by is 3% per month. I have given 3% per month only. Now
you have given 2.5, sir.
2.5.
2.5
Okay,
per
okay.
month.
It doesn't matter. If it is 2.5, you can answer accordingly. Now, I think in my the slide, it is
3%
2.3% I have given. 2.5 will be another case study, probably. Am I correct? There is one more.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
3% only.
Previous question.
Yes, previous. Yes. So case study 1 I am referring to. Therefore, the interest charged is 3% per month. Now, see, the billing date is 10th July. This particular gentleman had purchased on 1st July. Will this come in the 10th July bill? That is the one you have to remember first. Will it come?
Yes, sir.
It will come because the bill dated 10th July include all the purchases up to from 11th of June up to 10th of July. This purchase has been made on 1st July, so that will be included in the bill. Fine. Now the interest-free period is 20 days. That means if the billing date is 30th, 10th, and interest-free period is 20 days, you count 20 days from 10th onwards. When you will get, which will be the due date? 10th will be the first day. 10, 11, like that you count. So the due date will be
29.
19.
And how 29?
30 days.
It will be 30th, isn't it? It will be 30th. So 10th onwards. So 10th onwards, 20 days you count. 10th is the first day, 11 is the second day. Like that, 29 will be the last day. So 30th will be the due date. That means, up to 30th, no interest is paid. Now here what is done? The cardholder had paid the money after 30 days of purchase. The purchase is made on 1st July. They have made after 30 days. That means when they have made the payment. Either on 30th or on 31st.
31st July.
31st July, yes. So he had made the payment on 31st July. Here the due date is 30th July. Whether he gets this exemption, interest-free period, whether he gets, that is an important point. This, remember, this interest-free period is available only if the cardholder pays off the money within the due date or on due date. If any leftover is there, that will charge interest from the original date of purchase. This is an important point. So in this case, the cardholder had made the payment on 31st July only. Therefore, he is not eligible for any interest free. And he has to pay, if he is settling on 31st July, how many days interest he has to pay? He has to pay from 1st July to 31st July. How many days? 31st he is making the payment. 30 days.
30 days.
You have to calculate 30 days interest. How do you calculate 30 days interest? 3% per month. How do you calculate per day interest? 3% per month. So it is 3% per month means 36% per year. So you calculate per day interest. 36 is per year. If you want 1 day interest, it is 12 into 3 into 30 into that 50,000 divided by 36500. That is the formula. You'll get
Even
the
if the default is for 1 day, like after the due date, he has to pay from the original. He has to pay the interest from the original date of the purchase.
Exactly. Not on the interest, he has to pay for the entire 30 days. So that's what this point you have to make it very clear. This interest-free period is applicable only if the cardholder pays off the dues either on due date or before the due date. If he pays it off after the due date, he is not eligible for interest-free period. Now, another thing, in some cases, most of you must be having a credit card, and there in the credit card bill, you might have noticed the minimum amount due. Even though you have paid at the minimum amount, it will attract interest. What is the concept or the logic of minimum amount? If you pay the minimum amount, the card will be live. You can use the card. They don't blacklist. They don't stop it. That is the only benefit, but you will have to pay interest. So if the minimum amount is paid, or you have paid a part amount, or you have not paid any amount, the interest will charge from the first day of purchase. Suppose you have purchased the 50,000, you paid 30,000. So that for the 20,000 rupees, the interest will charge from day one, from 1st July. Am I clear this point?
Here, sir, 1 second, sir. Here's due date is like how you ascertain, sir?
Due date, how we calculate. See the question they will give. They will give in the question. See, you take a case study question 1. There, what I have given. A credit card holder is having a credit limit of 1 lakh. Purchase the 50,000 on 1st July, and the interest-free period is 20 days. That will be given. Either they will give the interest-free period or they will give the due date. Anyone they will give. Anyone they will give. If they are given the interest-free period, you have to calculate the due date. Otherwise, sometimes they may give straight away the due date.
So 20 days from July is 20th July, sir.
20 days from which day? 20 days from interest-free period is interest-free period is reckoned from the billing date.
Billing date.
See, you have made a purchase. You have made a purchase on 1st July, but the bank had generated the bill on 10th July, and they says you pay the due date is 30th July. That means the interest-free period is 20 days from 10th to 30th. 10 up to 29 is interest-free and 30th also. So 30th they have to make the payment.
Sir, here per month 3% is per month interest. So per year it is 36% per year, right,
Yes.
sir? Now
Yes.
how to find out a 1 day? That is 36 divided by 365 into 30. No.
Yes. No. The 1 day interest is 36 divided by 36500.
Into 30 days.
No, per day interest. You are asked per day interest.
Right. That is only per day.
interest
Right.
is
Okay.
36 by 36500. If you want 30 days interest, multiply with 30. And if you want for 50,000 rupees, again multiply 50,000.
Sir, 2 doubts, sir. Sir, if we pay the minimum amount due, then the next time the interest will be calculated on the balance amount plus purchasing amount, sir.
Yes. He is
from
not,
the date of purchase.
See, the interest-free period is eligible to a credit card holder only if he pays the entire dues on or before the due date. If he is making only a part amount, he is not eligible for interest-free period for any purchase. That is the guideline. So that's what sometimes we make a purchase, we will be trapped. This is the reason.
Sir, the second doubt is if we fail to pay on the due date, the interest will be calculated from the date of purchase, sir.
Exactly. So that's what we have the exercise. That problem gives you the same answer, no?
Sir,
same,
so 31 days interest will be calculated, right?
When he has made the payment?
31st.
He had made the payment on 31st. So when he has purchased?
First.
Count the days from 1st to 31st. How many days?
So
the same question raised by one participant, my dear participant. See, the customer is making the payment on 31st. Can you charge interest on 31st? Tell me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
This is a very fundamental thing. As a banker, should not put such silly doubts. Am I correct? See, next question.
Sir, what is the answer?
1479.45.
1479.45 is the interest payable by the customer if he pays it on 31st July. Look at case study, another continuation.
Last
Suppose,
Is there
second
any
question
standard
is-
formula for
interest-free
credit card,
period.
sir?
Pardon?
Excuse me, sir.
Ah.
Is there any standard formula for credit card calculation like that? Because this is my first class for credit card, that's why.
What formula you want?
For credit card interest calculation, is there any standard formula?
There is no standard formula. It's a interest calculation formula. Interest calculation formula, this is, they will charge a per month interest. So per month interest means either it will be 2% or 2.5% or 3% according to different bank. If they charge 2% per month means effective rate is 2 into 12, 24%. So the interest rate is 24%. So from that you can calculate the effective rate. For effective rate, I have given you formula. What is the formula? In the beginning of the session, I told you. No, I think yesterday I have given you.
1
It
plus
is
r
1
plus
yeah, yes, 1 plus r the whole raised to n minus 1 into 100. You use that formula. If it is 36%, you write 1 plus r the whole raised to n minus 1 into 100. That will be the effective interest rate.
Okay.
And you
Okay.
multiply with the days, you will get the answer.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, we have
Idiot,
to, sir, the 30 days, on the 31st day, we are liable to pay 1,479 for that 50,000 rupees.
Yes.
Suppose in between that, after that billing date and this payment date, there was a small purchase of 10,000.
That also will fetch interest from the date of purchase. That's what I told you. See, this interest-free period is given to a cardholder only if he pays the entire bill amount either on due date or before that. You make it the register in your mind. You have purchased an amount, the bill amount is 20,000. You have made only part, you have paid only 5,000. That means you have only paid part amount, you have not paid the full amount. Therefore, you subsequently you made purchases, and all the purchases will rank for interest. The bank will charge interest from the day one. So remember, the interest-free period is applicable only if you pay the bill amount in full. Till such time, subsequent purchases will also carry interest. Am I right?
Sir, can I ask a small doubt? The subsequent purchases will charge interest from their particular date of purchase, right?
Exactly. From that day onwards, you need not pay from the original day. See, you have made one purchase on 1st July. You have made only a part amount. On say 15th July, you have made purchase of another 5,000. So the 5,000 interest will be reckoned from 15th of July onwards.
If we make a purchase on 2nd August and a payment on 3rd August.
Look at the second situation. What is the second situation? Same card. The purchase of 50,000 was made on 11th July. So this 11th July purchase has been made and he cleared the dues after 45 days. So the 11th July purchase will it include in the 10th July bill?
No, sir. Yes,
No,
sir.
because 10th July, the bill has already been generated.
Already
by the
been
bank.
generated.
He had purchased on 11th July. So this will be included in the 10th August bill. 10th August bill. And in the case of 10th August bill, which will be the due date?
30 August.
Add another 20 days.
30th August.
30th August. So 30th August will be the due date. So here he had made the payment after 45 days of purchase. He had purchased on 11th July. You count 45 days from 11th July. When it will be? When the payment has been made. You need not go for the exact date. Whether they have made it before 30th August. Tell me that.
Yes, sir. 24, 25 August.
25th of August. 25th August, they made the payment. That means well ahead of the due date. So can he pay any interest or whether the bank can charge interest in this case?
No, sir.
No. So that's what. If you do a purchase wisely, you get an interest-free period of almost 50 days. If you purchase on 11th of a month, if your credit card billing is 10th, billing cycle is 10th, you should, in order to get the maximum benefit, you should purchase just after that. Either 11, you get almost 50 days. If it is on 12, you get 49 days like that. Am I clear?
Sir, can you please repeat, sir? I didn't get you.
See, the billing cycle is very important. You are having a credit card. Suppose the billing cycle is 10th of every month. And in order to get the maximum interest-free period, you should do the purchase somewhere 11 or 12 or 13. If you do the purchase on 10th, you will get only 20 days interest. Because if you make a purchase on 10th, that will be included in that bill. And that bill you have to pay on 30th. Suppose you have made the purchase on 11th of a month. That will be reflected in the next month bill. And next month bill will be 10th of August. And there again you get 20 days. So the due date will be 30th of August. So even though you have made a purchase on 11th July, you get interest-free period from 11th July up to 29th August. And 30th August you have to pay. almost 50 days you get.
So here no interest has to be paid.
No interest, no interest.
Sir, if billing date is 10th, due date is 30th. If he didn't pay the bill and he make a purchase of extra 10,000 on 2nd August. If he pays the bill on 3rd August, for which amount he has to pay the bill?
So if you made a purchase on 2nd August or 3rd August, that will be loaded in the 30th, in the 10th, 3rd August means in the 10th August bill that will be reflected. And they will charge the interest from that day. So if it is 3rd August to 10th August, they will calculate the interest that will be added there. And subsequent interest, they will load in the subsequent.
So on 3rd August, he has to pay for the 50,000 only.
Pardon?
He has to pay for the 15,000 only. On 2nd August bill, he didn't have to pay.
Yes, see, I think there is another question. Credit card, you look at as case study 3. Case study 3, you look. X is holding a credit card with a credit limit of 1 lakh. He made a purchase of 50,000 on 11th November. And bank charges interest at 2.5% per month. And the credit card dues and the billing date is 10th of every month. Maximum interest free period is 20. Same thing applicable to the previous situation. So billing date is 10th of every month. The interest free period is 20 days. He made another purchase on 50,000 on 30th December and paid 30,000 on his credit card dues on the same day based on the above data and set the photo. So he made one purchase on 11th of November, another purchase on 30th of December. Now, what is the minimum amount due in the bill dated 10th December? So the bill amount is 50,000. What is the minimum amount? What's the guideline for minimum amount? The minimum amount guideline is
5%.
5%. Yes, 5% of the outstanding or 250, whichever is higher.
Or 250?
250, whichever is higher. Suppose you have made a purchase of, say, you have made a purchase of 500. 5% of it is coming to 25 rupees. So in that case, you have to pay
250 rupees.
Yes. So it is either 5% or 250, whichever is higher.
Sir, earlier was this 10%?
5% of the?
Now it has been reduced to 5%?
Yes, 5%. It is 5% of the bill amount or 250, whichever is higher.
250. Sir, earlier this 5% was actually 10%.
No. It was 5%.
5%. It is 5%.
5% only.
5%.
5%.
5% of the bill amount. Suppose the bill amount is, say, 1,000 rupees. Its 5% is coming to. What is its 5%? 1,000 rupees is the bill amount.
50 rupees.
50 rupees.
So in that case, how much he has to pay?
250 rupees.
250 has to pay. Suppose the bill amount is 200. How much he has to pay minimum?
250 rupees.
200. See, the bill amount is 200. So that's what. If the bill amount is below 250, you have to pay the actual amount. So there are 3 situations for minimum amount. One is if the bill amount is, say, either 5% of the bill amount or 250, whichever is higher. And suppose the bill amount is below 250, then you have to pay that actual amount. If the bill amount is 100 rupees, you have to pay 100. You need not pay 250.
250 rupees?
250 rupees. 250 rupees. So here.
Board is very typical, sir, to understand.
Then difficult.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yes, and not getting the concept and the also.
Please explain NPA date, sir. NPA date.
Study the theory part and clear the exam, sir. Instead of putting problems, sir.
No, it is easy.
See, you ask your child, see, 3rd year or 4th year, third standard or 4th standard student, you give an option. This is the option. Either 5% or 250, whichever is higher. if the balance is less than 250 actual amount, definitely he will answer it easily. If it is 10,000, if the bill amount is 10,000, what is 5% of 10,000?
500 rupees.
500. So how much he has to pay?
500.
500 rupees.
Either 250 or 500. He has to pay
500. 500.
If the bill amount is 200, how much he has
You have
to
to
pay?
pay 200. 200.
200. It's a very simple logic, no? You look at the bill amount. If it is below 250, pay the entire. If it is above 250, you take 5% and compare which is more. If 5% is more, pay that. If 250 is more, pay that.
Sir, in this question, how much is the bill amount? Like, on which?
Here, see, he is holding a credit card limit of 1 lakh. He had made a purchase of 50,000 only. So that you can infer in that way. So what is the bill amount? Bill amount is 50,000. He had not made any other purchase. From the data, what is given, he made a purchase of 50,000 on 11th November. And when this purchase will come in the bill, this will come in the 10th December bill. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So in 10th December bill, what will be the bill amount? Suppose there is no previous outstanding. All he has cleared. So what is the bill amount? 50,000. What is 5% of 50,000?
2,500.
2,500. So what amount he has to pay? Either 250 or 2,500.
2,500.
2,500. So minimum amount to use 2,500. Clear? Next question. What is the annual interest rate? See, here two things are there: effective interest and annual interest. Annual interest means per month 2.5. So annual interest means 2.5 into 12. 30%. Now next is what is the effective interest or annualized interest. For that, you have to use the formula 1 plus r the whole raised to n minus 1 into 100. You will get it as 34.49. And look at the fourth question.
Sir, please repeat the formula, sir. Effective interest rate.
Effective interest 1 plus r the whole raised to n minus 1 into 100, where r is the annual interest. 2.5 is the monthly interest. So annual interest is 2.5 into 12. That means it is 30%. So r is 30%. 30% means, and it is monthly compounding. So 30 by 1200. And n is
sir, one last question. Sir, if we have purchased, sir, one question, sir.
Sir, you can complete that.
If we have done,
so complete that effective interest rate, sir, please.
Effective interest 1 plus r the whole raised to n minus 1 into 100. So here what is r? 36. 36%. And what is the compounding rest in credit card? It is monthly. So 36%, what will be the value of r? If interest rate is 36%, what is the value of r? 36 by 1200. How much you get?
0.0025, sir.
0.025. So 1 plus r becomes 1.025. And upon power 12 minus 1 into 100. Calculate 1.025 raised to 12 minus 1 into 100. How much you are getting?
Excuse me, sir. What is the significance of this effective interest rate?
Because effective interest, this is monthly compounding. That is effective interest. The customer has to pay. The bank will compound interest every month. They will add the interest to the principal every month. So that is the effective interest. To get the per day interest, you have to calculate this way.
Sir, in the effective annualized interest, you told R is the annual interest rate, right?
Annual interest rate.
So just before you found out the annual interest rate has to be 2.5%, no 12, right?
Yes.
But again, you divided by 12, like 1200.
Otherwise, you take 2.5 by 100.
Okay, sir.
Either you take 2.5 by 100 or you take 36 by 1200.
There is a monthly interest rate, right?
What? Yes, monthly compounding. It is monthly compounding. So monthly interest. So annualized interest means what is the effective interest per year?
Okay, sir.
Annualized effective interest rate.
So R is not the annual interest rate there.
R is the effective interest.
R is the
Annual
effective
interest and annualized interest are different. Annual interest means per annum how much they are charging. See, we have learned in the housing loan, the rate of interest is 7.5% per annum. And this interest is charged compounded monthly. How do you calculate? Annual interest is 7.5. To calculate monthly interest to get R, how do you do it?
10.5 by 1200.
7.5. Same thing here. Per month 3% or 2.5. Annual is 30%. So R is 30 by 1200.
Okay, sir.
Or 2.5.
When you told that annual interest rate has to be put in place of R in the effective annualized interest rate, I thought the same should be kept. No, right?
Okay. See, what's the last question?
Sir, here what is the N, sir?
12, sir. 12.
Compounding period. Compounding period. So annualized interest means for 1 year, how much interest you are giving. If the compounding rest is monthly, 1 year comprises of how many months? 12 months. So N is 12. See, we have done EMI. No, in EMI, if the loan repayment is 5 years, what is the value of N? 5 into 12, 60. Isn't it? So here it is 1 year. Annualized interest means for 1 year, what's the effective interest? So here N is 12. What's the last question? He had made another purchase of 50,000 on 30th December and paid 30,000. Based on the data, answer question number 4. If X would like to settle the total credit dues on 10th January, calculate the amount to be paid by X. So 10th January, he is making the payment. So the second purchase he had made on 30th of December. This 30th of December purchase will come in the 10th January. Okay. So the 10th January bill and what will be the due date? 10th January due date will be
31st January.
10th January will be 30th January.
30th January.
30th January will be the due date. But he is making the payment on 10th January. So what is the interest he has to pay? So the first original purchase was 50,000. He paid 30,000. The leftover is 20,000. And the fresh purchase made on 30th. So this 50,000 interest should run from which day onwards?
11th November.
Yes, that remaining 20,000. It should run from. He had made a purchase on 11th November. Yes, from 11th November up to 10th January. How many days? 11th January up to 11th November up to 10th January. So in November, how many days?
60 days.
November,
60 days,
November 30 days. And December, November 20 days, no? November 20 days. December 31 days. January, how many days? 10 days making. So how many days?
November 19 days ago. 30th, 11th.
Very difficult to count the number of days. See,
30 minus 10, madam.
30 minus 11, 30 minus 10.
11th is counted, no, sir?
11th is counted. See, you apply the logic. You have given money to somebody. You have given the money on 11th. Will you charge interest from 11th onwards? Isn't it? So 11 is counted. He paid off 10th January. So 10th you need not take. Or you remember in that way, 1 day is included and the day. So November 20 days, December 31 days, and January, tell me, he paid on 10th.
January 9 days, sir.
January
9 days.
9 days. So total how many days?
50 days.
So for the remaining balance of 20,000, interest should run for 60 days. And for the other amount, what's the other amount? He had made another purchase on 30th December. Will he get interest-free period for this? Will he get? Because he had made the second purchase on 30th of December, he made on 10th January. So whether the bank will charge interest on this or he get interest-free period?
Interest is charged. Interest is charged, sir.
Interest will be charged. He is not eligible. He is not eligible for interest-free period because he had not
made
paid
the full payment.
the previous bill. He has not paid in full. So you have to calculate interest for the second purchase of 30,000 from 30th December up to 10th January. So December 2 days and January 9 days. So 11 days. Calculate the interest for 11 days. And then you add the two. You will get 14,1438.35. That is the total interest. So 20,000 into 2.5 into 12 into 60 by 36500 is the first interest. For the second one, 50,000 into 2.5 into 12 into 11 divided by 365. 50,000 is the bill amount. 2.5 is the per month interest. 12 to convert it to annual interest, and 11 number of days divided by 365. Calculate how much you are getting.
$45,205.
I think now
45,205.
yes, interest.
Sir, can you please repeat the how calculation is made?
452
let me connect to the laptop because internet has come. Just wait 1 minute. Okay.
It is 452 rupees, no, sir?
1 second. Let me connect.
Somebody was telling 4,520.
No. I will show you. I will show
582, sir.
1 second.
New office leave എടുത്തവരുണ്ടാ?
Hello, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me share the screen.
Sir, please explain NPA date also, sir.
Which one?
NPA date for credit card.
NPA norms. NPA norms.
No,
Because-
sir. From the due date or from the billing date. 90 days from the.
See, the account, see, if you are not paying the bill amount, minimum due amount, then the account becomes, it is not default, the account will be live. And the 90 days, the 3 months time is there, just like other dues. He has to pay within the
Date or billing date, sir?
From the billing date.
Sir, here in the question they have
due
given
date.
interest-free period, no, sir. Suppose if they give due date means how they will give, sir, and how to calculate, sir.
Due date, same thing. See, here they have given 20 days interest-free period. If the due date is given straight away, you got the due date. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Therefore, see the due date they will give you. That means if the 30th, the 25th is the due date, that means he has to make the payment 25th. If it is 30th, means he has to make the payment on 30th of July. You need not calculate. Okay. One second, let me off my phone also. I think it is running. 1 second, let me switch off the phone. Okay, now we have moved on to the next question. Not this. This question. So we were calculating the interest for the overday period. Look at the last question, number 4. If X would like to settle the total dues on 10th January, calculate the amount he paid, the amount paid by X. So amount paid by X is number 1 is the bill amount. Bill amount is previous outstanding 20,000 and the current bill 50,000. So total purchase is 70,000. Now you have to calculate the interest. And here the interest is for the previous purchase, you have to calculate the interest for 60 days. And for the current month purchase, you have to calculate the interest for 11 days. Because he is not eligible for interest-free period. The only reason because he had defaulted the previous bill amount. He has not paid it in full. So interest will run from the first day of purchase onwards. He is not eligible for interest-free period. So it is 986.30 for the 20,000 and 452.05 is the interest for the 50,000. Put together 1438.35. So the total dues is 20 plus 50 plus 1438.35, that is 71,438.35. Clear?
So 1 second, sir. Hold on.
Sir, one doubt.
Ah.
Sir, if we are purchasing on 10th, that is bill on the bill date, that amount is also included in 10th of that month, bill of that month.
Yes, 10th he has made a purchase, that is included. Because
Yes,
when
sir, I also have the same doubt, sir. But the thing is, my credit card, its billing date is on 21st. If I do any purchase on 21st, it is getting reflected in next month. This
Okay.
It is reflected on next month.
But that depends on how the particular bank is doing it. Generally, they generate the bill at the end of the day. Generally, if you make the purchase, if the billing date is 10th, means up to 10th they will. But in some bank, they include only up to 9. So you can take it like this. I don't think they will ask such a question.
Sir, sir.
Tell me.
If we paid the minimum amount due in the previous month, then the interest calculation will be same.
For the balance amount, he had paid the minimum amount. So what is outstanding amount? Outstanding is 10,000. He had paid 1,000. So the amount
in this case, sir, in this case, 2,500 will be the minimum amount.
Yes.
So if we paid 2,500 minimum amount due, then the calculation will be in the question number 4 will be.
So 4 will be the first purchase is 50,000. He had paid 2,500. So that is the balance amount 47,500.
47,500
for 60 days.
60 days.
60 days.
Sir, in this question number 4, that 50,000 was made actually 60 days before. Now, so the purchase of 50,000 was made 60 days before.
Yes.
And 20,000 was made 11 days before.
Yes.
But when we have calculated that 20,000 was made for 60 days.
Return as interest for 60 days of the 20,000.
That last but 3 lines, sir. Last but 3 line.
So what is 20,000?
20,000 was subsequently made and we are payable only for 11 days. I think. Am I right, sir? No.
No, sir.
No.
Not like that, sir.
No,
Sir,
they
if
have
we
paid
are remitting any
30,000.
amount, then it will be deducted from the end.
They have paid
from the entire
30,000.
amount.
You read the question. He made another purchase of 50,000 and on 30th December paid 30,000.
So 50 minus 30 is 20.
Yes, 20. So for 20,000, he has, you have to calculate interest for 60 days.
50,000 for 11 days, interest for 11 days at the 2.5%. 50,000 for no.
Yes, exactly.
11, how, sir? 50,000 only?
Second purchase when it is made.
Second purchase 30 of December.
30th December. To calculate the days from 30th December up to 10th January, he is settling the amount. So how many days are there from 30th December to 10th January?
Sir, it is 11 dates, but he paid RS 30,000. No?
He paid?
RS 30,000.
That 30,000 would pertain to the first purchase.
30,000 is for the first bill.
Sir.
Okay.
The amount will go to first bill.
Sir, one doubt, sir. Sir, if the minimum amount due is not paid, any difference in interest rate, sir, calculation?
No difference. Then the entire amount will rank for interest. See, 50,000, then the minimum amount is not paid means the card is defaulted. So the NPA starts. Suppose he pay 10 minimum amount, then that NPA will not be there. It is not ranked for NPA.
Sir, if we paid minimum amount of 2,500, then why
the card will be live? The card will be live.
No, here the interest for 60 days, why 17,500 will be not calculated?
Why 17,500? I'm not getting.
No. If he paid a 2,500 minimum amount due in the previous month,
then 47,500 you have to take. Here, what is the question? Here, see, the first question is, what is the minimum amount due? Here, the question is, he had paid 30,000 on due date. So what is the leftover period? 50 minus 30, 20,000. So for the 20,000, interest has to be calculated for 60 days. And the subsequent purchase or 50,000, you have to calculate interest for 11 days.
That I got to understand. But my question is that, why not 17,500? Because the outstanding bill is 20,000.
Where is the 17,500 you are getting?
No, he paid a minimum amount of 2,500.
Already paid 30,000. Why the minimum amount is coming here?
No,
He
no,
paid-
he's taking the minimum amount due also, plus 30,000.
Yes, yes.
No logic.
That's
See, the minimum amount is 2,500. He is making 30,000. Then why should he make another minimum amount?
okay. Got it.
He's telling
Right,
first he has
right,
paid
right, sir, right.
2,500, sir. Then
Right,
again
sir.
30,000. Total 32,500 is paid.
Right, sir, right.
Okay, if 30,500, then you can take 7,500.
Okay, sir, got it.
50,000 depreciation up to 5 lakhs, then up to 10 lakhs. What's the bank will work on the small industries to open
Well, capital gain, you have time. It is already 7:45. Shall we wind up?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow morning we'll take, sir.
Tomorrow morning, because day after is your exam, no?
Today evening there is a class.
Today evening we'll take.
Today evening, I will continue.
Okay, sir. Please, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice
Share
class.
it, sir. Pretty, sir.
At what time, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Good evening.
Bye.
Sir, please share, sir.
Very sorry,
So
because
please
of
share the
internet
slides, sir.
Slides.
Could you share the
Please
solved
the
problem?
slide, sir.
No, sir. Okay,
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, I'll share. I'll share it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You will send, sir,
Okay.
solutions with answers, sir.
Yes, I will send it. I'll share it.
Yes,
Now
sir.
itself I'll share. Okay.
Again and again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great presence, sir. You have, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Do well in the exam. Okay. Any doubt, you post in the WhatsApp group. Evening time, I think it is
7:30.
limited to
7:30.
7:30.
I think the same link will work.
Same link will work. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.